The Oregon-Ohio State game was a lot of offense, and I think we pretty much all knew that the Georgia-Notre Dame game would not be that.
I didn't expect them to beat up Georgia. I expected them to win. They beat up Georgia.
I think that you can usually get a feel and tell a lot about a team from the first defensive series. I say that because last year in the Rose Bowl, when Michigan came out and was all over Jalen Milroe, I was like, oh, this is going to be a game. And that's what I said after Notre Dame came out and was all over Georgia right off the bat. They were swarming the ball. I was like, oh, we're going to have ourselves a game. It's not going to be your typical Notre Dame not showing up for the playoffs. They're in this one.
They've waited a long time for this. Notre Dame, for the last couple of decades, could not win a BCS game, a CFP playoff game, a New Year's Six game. Now they've won the 2 games in this playoff, and it's an impressive team.
And of course, Georgia was without their quarterback, Carson Beck, but this is a team that is just full of 5-star talent. They reload. They don't rebuild.
We have all seen Notre Dame wind up in the college football playoff, wind up in big spots against the big SEC team and look overmatched. It feels like it's happened so many times over the last 15 years that part of me was just expecting it. I think I was just conditioned to expect it yesterday.
It was a close game, at least for a while, full of defense. It was pretty much as we expected, but 2 key plays changed this game, and that was Georgia fumbling a punt return, which set Notre Dame up for a touchdown right before the half. And then the first play of the second half, well, it wasn't even really a play. The kick return was taken all the way back to the house by Notre Dame. Those 2 plays really changed the game. Georgia didn't have enough offense to come back to make it work, to really pose any kind of threat. Notre Dame was playing great defense. Game over.
And now Marcus Freeman, after taking some lumps along the way, has elevated Notre Dame past where Brian Kelly had them. Marcus Freeman has done an incredible job. They are deeper, they are faster, they are more physical now than what they were a few years ago under Brian Kelly.
This was, and I cannot emphasize this enough, huge respect to Marcus Freeman. This is a really, really big, definer kind of moment for Marcus Freeman.
We've got our Final Four set. It's Ohio State, Texas, Penn State, and Notre Dame. All 4 of the higher-seeded teams lost, despite all 4 being underdogs in their games. They all did lose. Every team that had a bye week lost. So I don't know. Are they going to redo the format? Is it going to stay the same? You tell me. And also comment down below who you think is going to win the national championship. I think that Ohio State and Notre Dame are going to play. And as a Michigan fan, that would be a nightmare.